Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Play action. It's gone. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined. On those last two plays. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The tight end of the ball carrier. A gain on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end,
taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
That's what I do. Check 15, check 15. Watch that. Hey, switch. No.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, 180. Mike. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. They find some open field here. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
That's the way.
Here's Goff. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
On first down, here's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Here's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Choose the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run it with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's coming, double up.
From the 39, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Single, 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 single. Mike 52, Mike 52.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Third and short yardage. Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Coming to you, coming to you.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota now. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Gone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go,
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 6 guard, check 6 guard.
From From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Blue 18. Tackles, tackles. Shift. One. Smoke. Check 52. 3. 52's the mic. It's our time. It's our time. Bang.
On third down, Mariota. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Switzer on the return. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, switch gears. Check. Shoot. No. Off. One up.
They'll go again to Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Switch. 3.
From the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Throwing is Mariota out to his left. And he fires one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He completes it to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Goff. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll try to run with Breida. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They run again with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. To throw is gone. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Three. No, check that. We want right here.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. SOS.
To the air again, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On play action, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Mariota's pass. Intended for Austin Eckler. It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Is a turnover on downs.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll go as a gain of 11 at a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Jones has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The 20. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now it's Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Mariota, Funchess has it complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Throwing now, Goff.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Goff now looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be... Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any... Oh, now Breida loses it. And picked up by the Chargers. And an alley to run. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot now for Mariota. This is caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Steelers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.